Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today, this is my first live stream. Sorry for the silence, but I have gotten a new software or a new platform that I will be recording on and doing all my videos on. As you can see, I just got a new computer. I used to use an iPad, but now I've gotten a new computer. I've gotten a new computer. We're just checking up on everything to see if it's all right and everything's working well. Wait 1 second. We will get started in a second. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back in another video. My first time of live streaming, super excited. I'm very excited to do this. But yeah, let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at why the Republicans if they can get back their momentum and actually win some Senate seats right now. We can go ahead and fill in some of the red states: Utah, Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Maine, Nebraska. All these districts, we can go ahead and fill them in all the safe states and districts in this case scenario, and how they could improve in their polls right now, because their polls are very low right now, and they really don't have a sign of hope in this election as we're talking right now. But as you can see, we filled in all the Republican states, all the Republican safe states for right now. In that election, in the alternate election, how they would do well. Let's go ahead and fill in the Biden column. You can go ahead and fill in Nevada is not a swing state. It's not a solid Democratic state. But yeah, there are a slew of safe Democratic states on this map, and they definitely surpass a lot of the Republican safe states for the Republicans. Let's take a look at Hawaii. We can also fill in Hawaii as a safe state, as well as New York and Illinois, which puts the Democrats at 190 in this case scenario. At least in this case scenario, put them at 190. We can take a look at the general polls. So, taking a look at the general polls. We have a bunch of swing states, like Wisconsin, Pennsylvania. We have many swing states. So we can go ahead and start looking at the state of Colorado. The state of Colorado, Joe Biden has a substantial lead in here. So there's really no point of hope in the state of Colorado for the Democrats, per se, because you can see there is a 16-point lead in the which Biden carries right now by 14 points as of today. Joe Biden is the leader right now, which would probably mean that give a signal to the Republicans that they are probably not going to try or to win the state, because they will lose a lot of more seats. If they try to win Colorado, it's basically going to be over for them, because they're just pouring in. The same thing with the Senate. They cannot win. They could not win in the state of Colorado. You're looking at these. We have 11. Hickenlooper leading at 11. You can see all these. Hickenlooper leading at 11 points. Some saying that he's 18, 17, double-digit lead in Colorado, which is a very which you could characterize as a solid state for the Democrats right now. Taking a look at the back of the map, we could characterize that Colorado would be a safe state for the Democrats. If we're looking at say a whole 538 map, if we're creating that, Colorado in this case scenario would be a safe state. We could take a look at the presidential generic ballot, and we've already taken a look at Colorado, so let's look at the state of Florida, another state that Donald Trump won in 2016. Republicans really need to work on this state and try to win back this state one way or another in this election. Florida is going to be the key to the presidency. So let's just say Biden wins Colorado and Trump wins. Biden wins Colorado by a likely. Trump wins Florida by a lean. Taking a look at Florida, it's just such a substantial lead that we haven't seen around 12 years, as long as that. You can see the Senate. The Senate says otherwise, where the Republicans can actually pick up the state of Florida. This is the 2018 Senate results, and it really changed from a Republican state back in 2016, 2018, and it's now leaning much more to the Democrats as we see this time around. So it's just so stunning that the Republicans really need to win this state to hold on that chance of winning the presidency. They really just need a solid chance at winning. They really just need a clear. They really need like a seat, like a very. Sorry for all the confusion that I'm making, but they just need a state swing state that has many electoral votes. It's the same thing, which could be the same thing as Florida. I can see that we're having problems with our vision. We will go ahead and change that because I can see that the vision is not too good right now. So we can go ahead and put that up a little bit. Okay, so you're gonna see this because this is my first time of live streaming, so I really don't know. I'm not a pro at this. If you could help me in the comments on how to do this and what I should use next time for my live streaming, that would help a ton. But I'm going to try to fix this screen problem because I can see that there's a blur. The FPS is probably so low right now. Let's check that out. Doesn't say it over here. Nope. Doesn't say it over here either. So let's take a look at this. We're having problems. Just the comment or the discussion below, just please tell me how to do this because this is my first time live streaming. Really, honestly, don't know how to do this. So if I could get some help next time, that would be amazing. Looks like we can't solve it right now. I'll try to solve it in our next live stream. But let's just go on with our video. It looks like it's really blurry right now. Very quality is not good one bit. No, I'm just gonna minimize that. But anyways, as we were talking about our video. I'll try. I really apologize for the problems. I'll try to work on it like next time. Again, please give me tips in the discussion on what to do and how I should do this. Okay, so we can go back and Florida contested right now. Florida is a very contested state in this election, which it's never been as contested as this. We can take a look at the polls in Texas. Very astonishing polls, which would leave you jaw dropped. Donald Trump is leading here by 0.1 points. This Texas has been a crucial state for the Republicans for a long time. And if the Republicans lose this, the Republican Party is out of the winning for presidential election. We could take a look at the map, and we could fill in that. In this case scenario, Donald Trump also has to win the state of Texas to actually have a shot at the presidency. The same thing, we can take a look at Georgia. Georgia, another contested state that Republicans really need to hold on to, both in the Senate and the presidential level. The very a lot of Democrats, a lot of minority groups there. You can see that Biden was leading earlier during the past few days, and then Donald Trump's support spiked in the state of Georgia, which Georgia would also be a crucial state for the Republicans to win. In this case scenario, if Donald Trump did really well, Georgia would go to the Republicans as a lean as well. Texas would actually go as likely to the Republicans, just because it's a very Republican state, and I don't see it going red or blue anytime soon, anytime close. We can also characterize Nebraska's second congressional district. I just feel that I really don't see that going blue until 2028. It's just a very conservative state. Nebraska, very conservative state. Still, I don't think the district will go blue in this election. We can take a look at another crucial state for Republicans, Ohio. Ohio, another crucial state that Trump won in 2016. We can take a look at the polling there. We can see that Joe Biden's the leader here, but we have the Republicans really have to hold on to the state, and you can see that Joe Biden has been the clear leader. Donald Trump has not gone up in any poll. It's just been even. There's been an even time, but it's just been very close. Ohio is just in Biden's favor right now. Biden would be pleased to see that right now. But in this case scenario, in this video, Donald Trump would have to win the state of Ohio in this case scenario. I'm now going to get a lot of criticism saying that Ohio couldn't be closer than Florida, but in some elections it has been, and in that case, that Ohio has been closer than the state of Florida. Instead of Pennsylvania, let's take a look at another polls, some polls over here as well. You can see that Joe Biden has a steady lead. He lives here, his home state. Delaware's his home state, but he lives here. This is his home state. He obviously has an advantage in the state of Pennsylvania. Not necessarily a state that the Republicans have to pick up to win, but it would be necessary. So we can go ahead and characterize that as a lean for the Democrats. Virginia, no doubt about it, Virginia would also be likely for the Democrats, because the Republicans used to have control of the state of Virginia. Now it has gone blue, deeply blue. In fact, we can take a look at those polls. It has gone deeply blue since a lot of things have happened. You see, Joe Biden is a 10-point lead in the state of Virginia. He has kept a solid lead and is gaining momentum as the election comes closer. We could also look at some states. We can also look at North Carolina. North Carolina, a very critical state that Republicans have to win in order to win this election. look, you can see, you can take a look and see 2 points. Joe Biden is the leader here by 2 points, and Joe Biden has been the leader here for a very long time. But in this case scenario, Donald Trump is going to have to win the state of North Carolina. We could say this was possible if Donald Trump had acted faster on coronavirus, had acted faster on the protests, acted faster on just practically everything. If the impeachment never turned up, never happened, this could have been the case scenario, with him winning a lot of states very as comfortably as he won in 2016. Another state that they have to win, Wisconsin. We can take a look at the state of Wisconsin. Um, Wisconsin, another state that is quite Republican, that is quite Republican, even though it's in the blue wall. You can see that Trump had an advantage, an overall advantage before. Joe Biden had been taken the overall leader in this state. But you can take a look. We can go back and characterize Wisconsin as a tilt to red state, as well as Iowa. I just believe that Iowa, very Democratic state, very Republican state, leaning much more to the left. I'm sorry, leaning much more to the right this time around. Another state they possibly have to carry. Arizona. Arizona is kind of crucial. The Republicans can do without it. Characterizing Biden being the winner in the state of Arizona really doesn't hurt the Democrats all that much. But winning the state of Michigan for Joe Biden would also put him at a pretty good lead of winning this election. Um, so Arizona would have to be a Democratic win, because if we characterize Minnesota as a likely Republican state, you could see Arizona this election being a tie or even being a Biden victory. So it's very, very, very tough for Trump to edge out a victory this election with all the things he's done, with all the protests, the coronavirus, to the impeachment, a lot of numbers hurting all Republicans across the country, a lot of violence and just disruption. Which is really hurting Trump and other fellow Republicans very severely. We could put Arizona as a tilt for the Republicans, just because I wanted to see how well he would do. So he would have to carry Arizona, Ohio, Wisconsin, Arizona, Georgia, North Carolina, Florida. He would have to do a lot of work hopping around there. If Joe Biden wins all of these states, which would be practical, but remember, just keep in mind that Maine's second congressional district has one vote, and that's usually leaning much to the right. Let's say when Nevada goes as lean to the Republicans. We also see New Hampshire going to lean. The only state that is left for the only place that is left for the only thing that's left in play for Donald Trump is Nebraska's Maine's second congressional district.